Hello and welcome to my corner of the world. Today I'm going to be sharing a technique using the embossing paste. Now you may or may not have seen it tucked away on page 201 of the annual catalogue, and you get a nice big pot for $8, and then you're going to need to invest in the decorative masks and the palette knives. And so this is basically what you get. This is the pot of paste. You'll get the 3 palette knives, and then you're going to get 4 of the decorative masks. And there's like a trellis, a cloud, brick, and then this really pretty medallion there. So today I'm going to share with you this card, and we're going to be using the cloud mask. So one of the first things you need to make sure that you've got close to hand is a pan. This is just a pan that you roast your turkey or something in. And you want to put some hot soapy water in there, and then you're going to need some kitchen paper towel. So we're going to start with a piece of soft sky cardstock, and I'm going to put this down on my work surface so I don't get it too murky. And I am going to then just mask off a piece at the bottom here so that I'll be putting my greeting on there. I'm just going to turn this up and fold that back down like that. And then I'm going to put my mask, oh, that one wants to come along and play as well. I'm going to put my mask, and I'm just going to try and line up the bottom of some clouds just along my fold there. I think that's going to work like that. Perfect. And then with my pot of paste and the palette knife, you're going to take some out of the pot. You don't need a huge amount, and I find it best. You don't really need to work it. I'm just sort of collecting it, because as you can see, hopefully you can see, this is a well used and very well loved pot. I've got a spare one somewhere. So then all I'm going to do with the paste on the back of my knife is I'm just going to spread it. And when I did my technique class, I kind of explained to the ladies, if you can imagine spreading butter on your bread, or peanut butter, or jelly, or jam, as we call it's known as in the UK. So you're just going to work that in. Just take a little bit more here. Just work it in. Like that. Kind of smooth it off. And I think we're good to go. And you want to put the top back on your pot, otherwise it will dry out. And straight away you want to put your palette knife in your warm soapy water, and I'm just going to take this away like that, and I'm going to put my mask straight into my soapy water, because believe me, it's really difficult to get it off once it's dried. So that's basically the technique. Now you can leave it to dry just like that. It'll only take a few moments, or you could do what I did, which was to put lashings of dazzling diamonds on the top like that, and it'll stick beautifully. Make sure I got some up there. Okay, tap off the excess. There we go. And then you'll want to leave that to dry. That one didn't look as though it got too much there. Oh, that's better. You'll want that to leave that to dry for a few moments. It's not going to take ever so long, but I don't want to smear it while I show you how I'm going to finish my card. So I have done one earlier and I've stamped a greeting on the bottom, and I've used the Lift Me Up stamp set. I figured that with clouds, balloons would be a perfect feature for them. So I've already stamped this on the bottom in Night of Navy, and then I'm going to stamp me some balloons. I'm going to do a big one. Oh, and a little one. This one's decided to fall off the block. There we go. And while I've got my ink out, I'm also going to stamp my envelope. Always decorated envelopes. And on the inside, I'm just going to put the balloon to keep the theme going. So there, we're done with the stamping. Perfect. So the stamp set comes with a coordinating set of framelits with the balloons. So I have already cut those balloons out using the Big Shot, and I did use the magnetic plate to hold everything in place so all my images and my cutting lines lined up. So there's those pieces there. So here's my finished piece. Now my base is Night of Navy, and it is 8.5 by 5.25, sorry, 5.5, and scored at 4.25. And then I'm just going to use some snail adhesive. And it looks like I've picked up a little rogue here. I'm not quite sure where that's come from. There we go. And just centre that up. Press firmly, make sure it's stuck. Then I'm going to take the inside piece for my card and again just repeat. And everywhere has got dazzling diamonds on it, but that's perfectly fine. It's a cold and misty day here in North Texas, so a little bit of glitter is just lovely. And then with my balloons, I'm going to use dimensionals. So I'm going to use a couple for the big balloon. And I'm gonna, let's see, where did I put one? Okay, so I'm going to put one here and on the second one. There. So there we are. A lovely card using the embossing paste technique. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you and bye for now.